Too Faced Sweet Peach, what is this called? Peaches and Cream. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection. I'm pretty excited to get into these and try these products out. Also, for the record, I would just like to say, even though you can't see it, my shirt says Peachy. A lot of thought went into that and then I realized it's not going to show, but I want you guys to know that it's there in spirit. I do have to say the packaging on this collection is really cute and thought out. I do appreciate some adorable packaging. The only product that I have tried is the foundation because I actually went out and bought it a while ago and I made a video using it for the very first time, like a first impression video. So I want to use it today again. So you'll see it in 2 of my videos. But I do have some thoughts on it that I can share with you now that maybe I didn't have in that video. So other than that, I haven't tested anything out, so that's what we're gonna do. If you're curious about the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection, then keep on watching. So firstly, we have the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. This is gonna give you 16+ hours of wear, 12+ hours of shine control. It's mattifying, soft focus finish, lightweight, comfortable wear, blurs, smooth, and brightens your complexion. This, along with the whole collection, is infused with peach and sweet fig cream. So everything's gonna smell really good. I smelled the foundation already and it does smell pretty dang good. I'm not always about like very overpowering scents, so we'll see how everything is, but the foundation I didn't mind too much. Once it's on your face, you don't really smell it. Oh, it's actually like a peachy shade, which is really interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Smells really good. Ooh, kind of pink. So I've noticed that this collection, everything is pretty matte. The shadows are all matte, the foundation's like a comfort matte. This is a mattifying primer. The setting spray is a mattifying setting spray. So I don't have oily skin. I have pretty normal skin. I don't get too dry either. I'm just like an in-between, so just in case you guys wanted to know, that's what my skin type is like. This primer absorbed so freaking quickly into my skin. That was really quick. I don't really feel the cooling aspect of this primer, and also I normally like to go towards things that are more hydrating for my skin just because I find that my foundation glides on better and looks a lot smoother and beautiful on the skin. This literally feels like I have nothing on my face. It's pretty dry. Like there's absolutely no moisture in my skin, and it's taking all of me to not reach for my own primers right now. I'm going to try to use as many of these products as I possibly can. I mean, obviously I have to incorporate other things, but anyways, let's move on to the foundation. For the foundation, I started off using the shade Porcelain for a while, and although it's a little bit too dark, once I bring it down my neck and blend it out, it looks really nice. It gives me a very healthy color. But then when I got the PR package, there was a color Snow in there, which is the lightest shade, I believe. And I kind of mix these two together or wear one or the other depending what I'm in the mood for that day. So I'm going to mix these 2 shades in together just because that's how I like it and that's the color that works best for me. But just know I'm kind of like a Snow and Porcelain. This just makes me look a little bit paler and this makes me look a little bit darker. So I'm like in between these 2 shades. So after having tested this foundation out for a while, I find that the Beauty Blender applies it probably the most flawlessly and smoothly. I feel like a brush works really well too, but I enjoy a Beauty Blender because, like I said, I don't have dry skin and I feel like the Beauty Blender gives it a more luminous finish in the beginning and helps it blend out better. Like a brush could possibly go on a little bit drier. Foundation does say it's a comfort matte, so it's not going to be too drying on your skin, and the coverage is medium, which I do have to agree with. It's very buildable. You can definitely get kind of like almost a very nice full coverage look with this foundation once you build it up. I do go in with a little bit of concealer to spot treat anywhere that didn't get as covered, but for the most part I think I've actually really been liking this foundation. There are days where sometimes I feel like it looks a little bit drier on my skin than other days, so it's like what my face is doing that day and if it decides to cooperate with me. Like I said, it actually smells really nice. You don't really smell it too much unless you get really close to your face. So if you don't really like scents too much, it's not that bad. I don't really get this overpowering fragrance that's giving me like a migraine. So this collection doesn't have a concealer, so I'm going in with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Neutral 15, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Yes, Fair Neutral. Although I really like this foundation and it looks really pretty on the skin, It does kind of crease a little bit quicker than a lot of my other foundations. If I do this with my forehead even for a few seconds and let go, I can already see the lines forming. So I'm just going to blend that out a little. So that's like my one little peeve about this foundation. There's a bronzer, blush, and highlight that is a cream to powder finish. And I don't really use a lot of cream products on my face, only because I'm a full coverage girl that likes to set it with powder and then put on other powder products. When I put cream on top of all of that, it kind of separates and just doesn't look as pretty. So I'm going to see if I can cream contour with the bronzer before I set my whole face and see how that goes. It is a cream to powder finish, so kind of curious to see how that goes. It feels very interesting. Okay, it blends really easily, but and then it starts feeling like kind of powdery. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna go, if we're gonna like totally mess up our foundation, but I'm taking this on a Smashbox cream cheek brush. Wow, I didn't even know that. I just picked up a random brush and it says cream cheek. So I've got plenty on there. I'm going to kind of tap into my skin before I start blending. Ooh, that smells really good. This one's a little bit stronger than the foundation. Ooh. I go into my beauty blender and just kind of diffuse the bronzer out a little. It's interesting because although it blends out really nicely, it almost dries down quickly too. So you have to work at it. I feel like it could be possibly taking a little bit of my foundation off. I can't imagine doing this over powder. Not at all. I don't think that would work out quite well. I like the color. I love the way it feels. It smells really nicely. Maybe I just don't know how to do this, and this is like user error. I'm not really a cream contouring type of person. I feel like powder is a lot easier for me to use and quicker. All right, once you blend it out, it doesn't look bad. I'm bronzed. I have to mention this again just because it's so apparent, but my forehead and between my eyebrows, there is so much caking and creasing. Like, my cheeks look pretty, but I can see a lot of lines forming already, so that is not bueno, but just keep that in mind. But if you are super oily, this might work out for you. My skin needs a little bit of moisture. I'm not getting younger, so my skin's definitely changed. Also, this is in the shade of Toasted Peach. I forgot to mention that. So next we have the cream blush and the cream highlighter. This is in So Peachy and this is Happy Face. I'm going to try and use the blush after I set my face. I have used cream blushes over my foundation, and with the right brush you can make it work, only because I don't want to put my blush and then set my face and have it like get diffused. The highlighter, let's see how intense it is. So this is not a very intense highlighter at all. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and dab it on my cheeks and see what happened. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more luminous, but this is very, very, very subtle, and I'm taking like a lot on my beauty blender. I'm like really running it through it. I feel like this would kind of not look very good on top of a powder just because I put on a lot with my beauty blender. I actually have two setting products. This is the Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder, and this is the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. I guess I'm going to use this on parts of my face where I really want to set it, like underneath my eyes, my T-zone, and then use this to kind of just finish up the rest of my skin with a brush. This is actually really cool packaging because it has a cap where you can open and then close it so it's not messy whatsoever. I actually love that a lot, and there's like a little peach in there. I don't know if you guys can see. So I'm gonna put some in the cap. It does have a very slight peachy off-white shade to it, so it's not completely white. So, ooh, it tastes really good. Don't eat it. Whoa, that is pungent. Wow, I was not expecting that. Oh my god, it keeps like falling in my mouth, but like I'm also kind of concerned about like eating this. Oh my god, I can't stop. From far away in my mirror, it looks really smooth, diffused, and soft. But when I get really close, underneath my eyes look just a little dehydrated. But again, you guys, I don't particularly have oily skin. And this is like a lot of matte products. So I'm definitely going to use this powder with oh my god, I can't. Like, this is crazy to me. It's like the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Every time I put it on and I like taste a little bit, I'm like, this shouldn't be right. Like I said, I definitely will try to use this powder with more luminous foundations and see how that works. But for the most part, it's actually not bad at all. It looks really pretty. I'm just gonna do this really quickly without talking because I just keep eating this powder and I don't know if that's okay for my health. Alright, so my T-zone and under my eyes are set. Now I'm gonna go into the Peach Blurt powder, which is kind of interesting because it's kind of like this peachy pink color with a sheen to it. So I'm not quite sure how this is gonna translate on the skin. It almost looks like a blush topper highlight. I'm gonna swatch it with my finger first and see. It's almost like nothing is like the slightest little peachy tint. Oh my gosh. Okay, so is this really supposed to go all over your face? So I'm just gonna go in with my fluffy brush and see what happens. I love how I'm applying it like everything has a taste. I'm not sure. Ugh, my forehead is hella cakey right now. I almost don't even want to put anything up there anymore. I don't know if I can really tell you that this is doing something to my skin. I don't see something where I'm like, I can't live without this product, if you know what I mean. Alright, so now we have this, which I'm so excited to try. It's the Sweetie Pie Radiant Matte Bronzer, and it has 4 shades that blend together to define and highlight for a soft, flawless look, radiant complexion boosting finish, and perfect blend of blush, bronzer, and highlight to create a universal warmth. So you guys can see it has a lot of colors in there, and it does have like a gold sheen. It says a matte radiant bronzer, but we shall see how it applies. Okay, so I'm gonna use it as a bronzer and hope it's not like too pinky on me. I'm using a Zoeva 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek Brush. Little gold veins on the bronzer is actually just on the top. Once you swirl your brush, that definitely goes away. So let's apply this. Ooh, that actually blends really nicely and it's very pretty. I do prefer bronzers that are a little bit more like taupey, not too warm, not too pink, and this one has a little bit of like a more peachiness to it. I don't mind it. It's actually quite pretty. I would probably put on my regular bronzer and then apply this to kind of like my blush and blend it into my bronzer. That's how I would probably wear this more, but for the most part, eating this damn powder, but for the most part it's actually really nice and it's blending beautifully. So yay, I'm really happy about this. The time has come. It's time for the cream blush. I'm very scared. I do not want to mess up my makeup, but I really want to see how these apply on top of powder too. I'm gonna try it with the Luxie 512 small contouring brush. It's the perfect density. It's not too dense and it's not too flimsy. I feel like this is going to put it on really nicely without like removing anything under it. So I'm going to just tap into it. I think that's enough. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this side. Ooh. Okay. Nice. I'm like, okay. I'm just like, really nervous. That was such a nervous moment. I brought it up a little bit too high, but it gives you like a really cute look. Alright, it's not doing anything weird to my foundation. I can breathe now. The color, it's a little on the cutesy pink side for me. I like more neutral, dusty rose shades, but I'm digging it. It makes me look very young and healthy. But this is the complexion using the face products, and I actually really like it. I don't mind it too much. From far away, I look so soft, smooth, and flawless. When I get close up, I look a little bit on the drier side, but that's because I use like a lot of matte products. I'm going to fill in my eyebrows really quickly and zoom in to show you guys the eye look. I am so excited to get into this palette. It's the Just Peachy Velvet Matte Eyeshadow Palette, and like it says, all the shades inside are matte. There's no shimmer or metallic colors. I don't particularly mind. I have a lot of things I can put on my lid for that pop of shimmer, but I do love the colors in here so much. You have some peachy shades, browns, neutrals. It's pretty much on the warmer side, I want to say. So I don't know what kind of look I'm gonna create, but it's gonna be a matte, warm, peachy eye, of course. I'm starting off with the shade Peach Meringue. The shade is gonna go right below the brow, on our brow bone for a pop of highlight, and I'm gonna also bring it down just a little bit to make the other colors blend nicely, like a little base color. I'm gonna go into the shade Peaches and Cream for our first transition shade. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Fresh Picked, and this is also gonna go into our crease, slowly just building up some shades. I want to try to use as many colors as I possibly can, but I don't know if that's gonna be possible. I'm going to mix the shades Just Ripe and Peach Tart together. Just get a combination of these two colors, and I'm gonna deepen up the crease with them. I'm going for a very bold decision right now. This is called Peach Sangria. It's a really pretty plum shade, and this is gonna go on the lids. I know. I don't remember the last time I wore a shade like this on my eyes. Ooh, that is really pigmented. I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush and kind of blend out the edges into the other colors. I'm going to take the shade Chocolate Dip, and I'm going to deepen up my crease with this. I'm pretty much going to take the same combination of the colors I used in my crease and slowly build it on my lower lash line. I kind of got a little bit inspired to do a peachy shade wing. I want to mix all these together to create that perfect peachy color. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua XL color paints. I've never tried them before. This can either go very wrong or it can come out amazing. I could be onto something, but who knows. I'm gonna mix this together and see what color I come up with, and then I'm going to try to create a wing. So this is the color I came up with. It's more of like a bright peachy coral shade. I'm gonna go ahead and try to attempt to create a wing. I will try to get it on camera as much as I can, even though it's very difficult for me to do that. But let's do this. I definitely had to do this off camera, but I think it came out pretty cool. I started having some issues in the beginning, but once I kind of added some mascara to it, it looks a lot better, and I think it looks really cool, kind of graphic liner look. I don't know, it's different. I like it. Let me know what you guys think. So lastly, I have the lipsticks, and I just love the packaging on these. They look so luxurious. They feel really heavy, really, really pretty, and the actual lipstick has little peach imprints on it, which I love all the little touches. So yeah, I'm going to actually wear all three of the colors that I have. The first one I'm trying out is called Dollface. It's the lightest one. I do not want to use these. They look so pretty and perfect. It's like breaking my heart right now to put this on. Also, don't mind my lips, they're a little bit dry. So let's try this shade on. Oh wow, this is like really pale. I feel like this color is only gonna enhance the fact that my lips are dry. The shade is way too light for me, and it's probably gonna be better for mixing with darker colors in the center of your lips, or definitely with a lip liner. This looks like concealer. It's like my skin tone. But yeah, I mean the formula, it's like so-so. I think because it's so pale, it's just making my lips look more dry, and I have like butthole mouth because nude lips don't like to sit in the mouth waterline area. So I don't really like this color. It doesn't look good on my lips. It makes my teeth look more yellow. Not a fan of it. The next shade is Sundae Funday, which is beautiful. I feel like I'm gonna love this, and I hope it looks good on me. Also, these smell really, really good too. I love this one so much better. This color is beautiful. I feel like it's gonna be definitely a favorite of mine. It's like the perfect nude tone for me. And it feels a lot better on the lips. I don't know why. I feel like that other one like just looked a lot drier. This one looks a lot prettier. They have kind of like a satin matte finish to them. I wouldn't say it's super matte, and then I wouldn't say it has like a high shine to it either. So it's like an in-between satin. And the last color we have is Drunk Dial. This is quite a bold shade. It may or may not go with my eye look, but it's the last lip we're trying on, and I don't want to take it off. It literally took me like 30 minutes to apply this lipstick because it's so intimidating to put on a dark lipstick without lip liner. You have to get the most perfect edges and lines and application. I had some struggles, but we're there. We did it, we got it, and it looks so pretty. There's a lot happening, like really smoky eyes, a bright graphic liner, bright bold lips. I mean, it's a lot, but I actually really like it together. It looks kind of cool. The formula, it's really nice. It's very opaque, very creamy. They feel really good on the lips. I have to say this one and the one before this are amazing. The first one I tried, not a fan of it. The color, the way it made my lips look, no. But the other two are really nice. I know they have a whole array of other colors. I was about to end this video and then I realized that there's a product I didn't use yet. This is the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray. I don't really want to add more mattifying things to my face, but I'm going to test it out anyways and see how it is. It says shake me baby. So I'm going to give this a quick shake. I'm not gonna lie, I've watched a few reviews where people have used this and it kind of like spits out little white dots all over their face. I don't know if it's because it's just not shaken well enough or what, but I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit nervous right now. I'm hoping that doesn't happen because I don't want to mess up my makeup. I'm gonna give it a little test spritz first. If you didn't want to use this as a face spray, you can definitely spray it on your body. You can smell nice and yummy. All right, here we go. I'm a little bit nervous. Oh, it felt really, really refreshing. The question is, do I have dots on my face? No. Everything looks great. Okay. I think the trick is to just make sure you shake it really well, and I don't think you should have that problem at all. That felt really, really refreshing. I don't have oily skin, like I said, but this could be something cool to have in the summertime. I'm gonna make this really, really simple and tell you guys I pretty much loved everything that I've tried. My least favorite products are these. The bronzer and highlighter creams. I don't see myself reaching for these. I feel like they're just a little bit too hard to use. And I'm just not a cream bronzer and highlight type of girl. The primer is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like I personally want something a little bit more hydrating, but if you do have oily skin, I find that this might work really well for you because it really dried down quickly on my skin, but I like more hydrating things. This finishing powder, I feel like it really didn't do anything to my skin. I'm not sure I really saw the point in it, like, or what it was doing exactly. Maybe I used it wrong, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, but this is just something I don't really, it's like an product to me. And then lastly, the lipstick in the shade Doll Face. This is just way too drying and nude on my lips. Personally, I just didn't like the color at all. The other two lipsticks, amazing. I'm still wearing one of them, obviously, and it feels really good on my lips. It's not drying. I really like it. Besides those few products that personally I didn't really like too much, everything else went on without a hitch. I will definitely be using these products again for sure. I just really like the way my makeup came out. So if you guys enjoyed this video and like the look that I came up with, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have tried anything from this collection. Do you own anything? What are your favorite products? And as usual, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Makeup by Jessie. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!